Everybody, I thought I'd do a little video today of my old iPad. This is from 2013, so it's at least 12 years old, I'd say. A little over that. Got it way back when these are the iPad. They weren't even iPad 3s, they were just the iPad Retinas, but they were the third generation. And I was just going to show this because there's games now that just you can't get or download on modern stuff, so I just wanted to show some of the stuff on here that no longer exists because a lot of people just haven't seen things in so long, and I'm just going to show some of them. So I got a lot of games still work, like newer, well, these are old games, but they still update them, like these, Day of the Tentacle, Dragon Quest IV. They still run on the old one and the new one. But there's certain things like, let's just say some of these Warner Brothers games, NBA Jam, Ultimate Mortal Kombat, what else? I don't even know, like this Kung Fury may still work. There are things like the Spooky Manor. You can't get that anymore. That's one that like a lot of people like to see and play during Halloween, but you just don't get to see it anymore. So I'm going to try my best to just show these things whichever way they're formatting, because it's not always easy to show. Whoops, I should turn the volume up. So here's Spooky Manor. This is kind of a takeoff of, I don't know, what do you say? Let me brighten this up some more. It's kind of a takeoff of Maniac Mansion. I've got a full video up if you want to see it online, but I just thought I'd show a few seconds of it because people are often saying that they missed this game and they can't get it. But even if you got an old...
Hello there, this is Cheatham and Fleesham Law Firm here.
Even if you got an old iPad and restored it, you might not be able to get these games off of the storefront anymore, the App Store, because they don't house them there anymore. For maybe there was a security reason, or maybe the vendor or the person that published it no longer supports it, because I think they charge to just house it there for a long time. Alright, so I go to the front. I can't just open. How about I ring the doorbell? So can I use the screwdriver on the door? You can't with that screwdriver on the door plate. I don't remember how this works, so my daughter's the one that learned how to play through this. Oh, there's a loose floorboard there. I see it now. We take the key, use the key, open the door. All right. Oh, and then I got to enter the door. All right. See, then we're inside. So, and there's things like this. So it's pretty cool. It's just a little mystery game. So there's one game. What else we got here? Let's look at some of these. I've shown NBA Jam too. I'll just show it really quick. I've done some gameplay of some of these just because I don't even know if they're available anymore. And some things just stop working after a while. So it's got these. I guess I'm the Lakers right now against the Celtics for some reason. I would usually play the Celtics, clearly. But of course I'm playing sideways, so and I'm covering things up probably. should play this in a better way, but that's what I got. Here's another one, the Vectrex. I know there's a new Vectrex Mini coming out right now, but maybe I should just show this real quick. This also works with the iPad system. I'm trying to remember if I've ever shown a video of the iPad. But let's just go with like something like Berserk, because people know this. For some reason it always logs in my wife's account. This crashes once in a while, but I found I can't download it anymore. I cleaned this up so much it doesn't slide good. Auto's going to come in here in a second. It works better than this if I was using my thumb, just so you know. It really does work a lot better. I'm just trying to keep it in focus. So that's that. How do I exit a game menu? It has little extra features here, like you can watch the commercials.
This is the system chosen 2-to-1 over Atari and Intellivision for real arcade gameplay.
Fantastic!
Presenting the revolutionary Vectrex arcade system. Ordinary home video games can't match the laser-sharp visual effects of Vectrex, because only Vectrex has a real arcade screen built in. No TV set needed, so every Vectrex cartridge gives you real arcade gameplay that others can't. Vectrex, it stands alone.
Little things like that. There's extra, and then you get the whole case here. There's a scoreboard. This dropped offline. I don't know if it's back up. It did work on new systems, but then it disappeared, so I can't download it again on a new one. But I mean, I haven't tried in another few months, which happens sometimes. It's like the Cosmo app for my little robot. That went offline for a while and then came back. What other games do they got here? I think there's a pole position, right? There it is. And you can adjust the sensitivity of the driving. And it's got all the overlays, which makes it look nice. And this is a high resolution screen, so okay, gas and gear. Again, it's a lot easier putting my thumb on here, but you get the idea. And it does, like I said, again, it does work with the arcade system, so that helps a lot when you're playing games that are arcade style. Oops, I should have kept it in first again. What's another good one on here just to show real quick? Let's see, Space Wars, Star Castle, Scramble. I mean, there's a lot of good games on here. A lot of good old arcade games that were designed for vector graphics. And this because the resolution kind of looks like vector graphics. It still holds that quality. This is a pretty hard game, actually. I mean, you'd really want a joystick and arcade stick to control this. I mean, those things come after you so fast. Oh, that's right. You could use the left and right on here, which is easier than the joystick. Ah, turn the right way. And he shot me. All right, one more. Let's see. So there's some homemade ones here too. Like there's like a Flappy Bird here that they had made at the time. Just so you can see, some of these are pretty cool looking. What else we got? Blitz is a football game. That wasn't too bad. It was easier to run than the past though. Armor Attack. What's this one look like? I'll just zip through some of the pictures on here so you can see what the games look like. I don't quite get that Spike one. It's weird, but it's different. Soccer game. I don't know if that starts it or if it just starts as anyway. And I'm tapping stuff and it doesn't really matter. This one does the same thing where I can rotate left or right. Well, that rotate right doesn't seem to be working too good. I don't know why. There you go. Simple little games. Much better with, joystick controls or a gamepad, which not a lot of gamepads are supported on this old system, so that's the downside of it. Look at a little Mortal Kombat 3 here. Way too hard to play with holding it sideways, but maybe it'll have a little demo mode to show. Maybe not. All right, what do I got to touch? Why does it seem that my screen's not working well? Is there something going on with the camera that's doing it? That'd be so weird. Something seems really off here. It's like my touch response stuff is not working. I cleaned off the screen with a cleaner, so there's not a bunch of fingerprints on it. And like, does the more fingerprints make it actually work better? The more oils and smudging? Maybe it doesn't like the orientation I'm holding it at.
Kung Fury. Kung Fury.
Oh, I gotta select play. I see. Well, this is working. See, I think you just touch side to side on this one. It's kind of like a beat 'em up. I can't remember if it's more complicated than this. But that's it. Whoops. Let's get rid of Kung Fury. Here's a cool app, Can Opener. You can't get it anymore. It lets you do like 3D spatial settings for your headphones when you're playing music. Let me see, I can get it to at least open. You can't get it anymore. There's a paid version now. I can't remember, the company changed their name or something, but this was a free one. And it at least let you, when you had headphones in, you could go into, there it is, the crossfeed stuff. And you could change like how much you're getting. If you put your headphones on, you could show how much you want to come from the left or the right, and you can turn off different things, and you can increase left and right, so it makes it seem like you're sitting in different parts of the room. So when you're listening to music, so it's pretty cool for free. There was also this equalizer part where you had to pay to use this part, and then you could change the equalizer anywhere you wanted to. So it was really neat. But you know, it's gone, and I think now it costs more, and now you're starting to get, you know, Atmos and real stuff with surround sound with headphones. So, but Can Opener is a cool one. I use that when I have an iPhone 5 still that it's on, and I got my music loaded on that just to listen to when I'm usually mowing the lawn. I put on my Bose Quiet Comfort headphones and drowned out a good batch of the sound. This is still, I don't know if it's still available to buy, but you can still use it on modern systems. How do I get the music here? Oh, I gotta select from this. So what it does is it makes it look like you've got, you know, real records. You got it by artist or by. So let me get to, sure, let's put Queensryche on. I'm going to turn this down. Well, I'll just let it spin for a second. Really cool. It's almost like the real record player I have pretty much right now. It does the tracking in it. It's like an Audio-Technica style, but you know, kind of cool. It looks like you're spinning vinyl just for fun. If you don't have a real record player, it's a neat app. I think it still exists, but I don't know if you can buy it still. I mean, I got a lot of this stuff when it was on sale for $1 or free, which used to happen a lot more often back in the old days. You used to be able to get free stuff on the store. Philotron. Again, just a free thing. How does this work? I haven't done it in so long. I gotta start it up somewhere. Oh, but I didn't turn it down. Presets, let's go to a preset. So it's just one of these things where you can change the tones of things. There's different ways to use it. I don't know how to use it really. That's it. Just crap I got for free. Got a Yamaha one too, keyboard. Everything was like 99 cents a free back in the old days. I hate seeing these things disappear. Just kind of time killers. I don't know what I had this set on at one time, but you get all these extra things. Slower attack. All kinds, I mean, just crazy stuff you can use. It's kind of cool. You can slide the keyboard down. I'm sure some people made some music on this. I got an old Yamaha keyboard that probably can't do half of what this does. Neat stuff. Modulation, huh? I don't know if it's doing anything. There's something else though. Photography apps. Super 8 would take your film and make it look like a Super 8. So if you did a video, I don't know if I have any pictures on here right now. I think I took some pictures of my dog or something once, or photos, videos of my dog, and output them. Let's see if they're in the actual photos. Videos. No. That's all. Oh wait, is that one of them? That's one of them, see? It makes it look like an old-fashioned film. That's Fry. He's just crashing out on his bed. We lost Fry a few years ago. He was a good doggy. He's a sweet little dog. It just makes it look old-fashioned. That's all that is. So that's what this Super 8 thing would have done. You could load things into there and it would make it look like that. And then there's DSLR camera, so you could change some settings and stuff. Retromatic. This was another free one I got just because. Take photo, Instagram stuff, more. Do I actually see the photos? See, it would just add like weird backgrounds and stuff to it, and it kind of retroized stuff, gave it that 50s look. I don't know if I ever did much with this. It was a freebie. I think it was like a slightly enhanced freebie instead of just the freebie one that may do very little. This does a little bit more, but not everything. They'd give it to you and you'd still need to buy more stuff. I don't know if these still exist. They probably do, these Ghost Hunter ones. Let's see if we pick up any ghosts in the room. Looks like we're all clear. Sometimes ability. See, this is what most of these kids and ghost hunters do nowadays. Not like the old Ghost Hunter show, where they would just talk and record and then see if stuff got caught. People play these things now that do like, and then you can hear like sounds in it, and this is such garbage. It's just got a probably dictionary in it, and it just randomly spits out words. So I think this is supposed to be what they're thinking, and I need to not determine my ability. I need to ability my determine, according to the ghosts, and then they pop up on the screen occasionally. Like this thing's really scanning the room, you know. But this is great for kids, you know. They don't know any better. You give them something like this, and they think that's the plan, right? And the ghost is still just over here, which if I looked over there, literally I have on the table. He's hanging out in the party mix. Oh, it's Peter. Peter wants Peter party mix. Ghost. I mean, I don't have much room here. I'm just on a table, so if that's the right angle over at like 11 o'clock or so, 10:30, that's what's there. So these would be fun for kids though. And let's see, what's the other one do? Ghost meter. Oh geez, are you serious? Cancel. I don't need to calibrate right now. This thing actually must use some sort of magnetic fields for the north. All right, Ghost, if you're here, show up and light up that bulb. Because that's like a lot of other stuff does that, right? It just lights a bulb, and that's good enough to be a ghost. And then they get ornery with it, like, you don't want to light it? I dare you to smack my bulb and make it light up. Ghost hunting is garbage now. Some of those shows can be really fun, like the Midwest Guy, and obviously watching Casper Site react to stuff is always fun. More fun than watching the actual original videos. What you're supposed to do is, because it does the north-south and stuff, you're supposed to, well, I'm going to try and not like mess this up too much, but see, if you, see, okay, that's it. Now the ghost is in that direction. I got to keep heading towards that. I don't think these things do anything. Two ghost detective. Two ghosts have escaped already. Exit instructions. So, that's it. I've goofed. I totally goofed. I really need to just get out my vacuum, like Luigi, and do some ghost hunting. All right, hopefully that's centered again. So right, this one you kind of hold and you twist like a divining rod almost, and it would light up. But again, another fun thing for the kids probably to play with. Maybe have it in a nice padded case, so when they see a ghost, they don't drop it and destroy your iPad. I don't even remember half of the stuff I have in here usually. You know, I use it every night still though, because I have a version of Opera Mini on here, and Opera Mini lets you play a video, like a YouTube video, and then you swipe up and you hit the play button, and then you can shut it off. You know, and that's like a feature that you have to pay for now. So this old Opera Mini still does that. Now, it does crash, especially if I'm listening to something on YouTube, and I'm like listening to something to go to sleep. If a video ends, commercials will crash Opera Mini if it's playing in the background. So that's a bit of a bummer. But, you know, usually if I find something to fall asleep to, I got something that's like 30, 40 minutes. And then maybe, you know, it might wake me up when a commercial blares in my ear, but then I just shut it off and roll over and go to sleep. But also Safari works a little bit. I've also had to do things like if I look on Reddit or something just for something, I got to take out the www.reddit. I got to change it to old.reddit, so I can see things. That's a trick. If you have an old browser, you change Reddit from www to old. You just change those 3 letters, and then you can look at Reddit again. And then there's other sites, like if I want to just look up some casual news or something, not that I care for CNN, but they've got a text-based news site, so you can look through stories and stuff on there. So there's still some old-fashioned stuff, because there's a lot of crap that doesn't work on these browsers anymore, as you can imagine. Stranger Things, Where's My Perry? This was always fun. I think this still exists, though. I don't think this is gone. But this is like a Where's My Water thing, which was just more fun because it had Perry and trying to get away from Doofenshmirtz and stuff. But I'm almost positive you can still get this. Thanks. Get that back down. No. This was the free one I got, which was more than enough. Yes, whatever. I don't know how to use this anymore. Don't I just go to this mission? I can't go to the first one. Obviously, you said I played through this. But if you've seen Where's My Water with the crocodile. Alright, so what do? We do that. That turns that to steam. Or it turns that to water. I forgot what the goal is here. What's the purpose of this again? This one's a little more complicated. and I lose all my water. So the goal is to get it through the pipes and stuff like that, but I'm obviously losing the idea of what to do. There's easier ones than that. That one I would have to play through to remember. There's Where's My Water. I got Another World for like 99 cents. Wolfenstein 3D. Spy versus Spy. It's like the old NES game, essentially, with just better graphics. I got all these for 99 cents. They would go on sale. If you see these on like the Switch now, or on, say, the PS5, they sell for like $10 or something like that. And the weird thing is they're just simple mobile games that I got for 99 cents once upon a time. So it's kind of funny to me. Make sure that's still in focus. So it's still funny to me that people spend that much money on stuff that I got and can just casually play in a much better format, like on here. Well, let me just... one of my favorite ones on here was Game Dev Story. No. I don't want a new game. Continue. What do you mean? I probably didn't play. That's fine. No. So this is where you actually have a game dev company and you're building games and stuff. Is that a little too bright? Let me where is it? Well, I should leave that where it is, actually, and turn it down on here a little bit. Turn the brightness down on here a little bit, right? So you can see it. Okay. That might be a little too dark. But when there's a lot of white on the screen, it'll wash out. All right. Blah, 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 blah. So you got these little game dev guys, and you gotta buy staff, do develop. Let's get a new contract, and we decide on we're gonna work on this contract for ringtones. You start easy usually, or I could do town mascots, character design. There's different things. You eventually get to the point where you can make games. So let's do that. We'll do ringtones. Do I tap it twice? Okay. I accept it. You took the ringtone jobs, blah, 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 deadline 11 weeks. So you've seen these games before, but this one's really cute. But they're all cute, and they're all kind of the same. So once you've played one or two, you're kind of satisfied. The Hot Springs Stories one is cute too. Again, let's see. 1, 2. Whoops. What did I just do? Stables. Cat fur on there. We got a long-haired cat. She's adorable, but she is furry. And this is one where you're raising horses and stuff like that. And the volumes are all different on these games. Start. Empty. Yeah, I got no save data. No save data on any of these. Probably because I had to restore this once. And that's the sad thing. If this ever crashes and I have to restore it, these games are not on here. If anyone out there knows a way to back up an iPad truly, without having to buy some expensive retail stuff, where it actually doesn't just... Apple can back you up, but when you restore it, it doesn't have all the games. It just says that you have the games, and then they'll download them from the storefront. And what happens is if any of these drop off the storefront, you don't have them anymore. So that kind of stinks. Spectaculator is a Spectrum emulator. I think it still exists. It's pretty cool. It's not too expensive for some of these games. This one also plays with arcade sticks usually. What do I do? I gotta hit fast play. Well, I'll do the load. If you do the load, it loads like, yeah, I don't have it connected right now, so it'll use regular controls. But if I get tired of that, I can just hit the fast reload, and it'll put the game up. Cancel, give me my controls. I think there's, okay. There's a way to pull up a, oh, you just type in there, so blah, blah, blah. Okay. Do I have to enter at the end? Enter. Oh, I obviously got the most complicated game here. Give me something like Quantum Gardening. See, these are just old Spectrum games. Well, they're not old. Some of them have been made recently. I say that, but probably like, you know, a decade ago, because I haven't bought any of these packs in a long time. It's going to tell me that because I'm always trying to connect. A lot of games are like this. And again, it plays much better with a actual joystick. Come on. And your thumb. Instead of using your fingers like I'm doing. It's just something weird about your fingers that don't work the same way. But that's the kind of games that are on the ZX Spectrum. I like these color blocks that they had to use back in the old days. They had to be very creative. It's just a very unique looking system because of that. But lots of games on there. I probably got like 20 or 30 on that. The simulation ones I already saw. Point and click games, I like having a few of those on here. Dark Knight Returns, that's just a web-based, not a web-based version. It's a mobile version, which is, I don't know, got some puzzles and stuff, kind of fun, but not great. Does this still work? Here's another one I got for free, Iron Maiden. Hopefully there's not going to be music that flags anything on here. I'll probably have to turn it down. I just tap it. Oh, it's loading. Oh, this might be one that's trying to connect to servers and then it won't work after, some garbage like that. That's what sucks when they do these. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to use this music, so I'm going to have to either talk over it or cut it out totally. Yeah, see, it fails, and I just looked and it's not even on. It's not even on the store anymore. What a shame. Stuff like that disappears. I should have probably recorded it before, you know, before things like that disappear. And then it's just useless on there, taking up space, and I just leave it because I probably have the hope that X-Men, that's the arcade, one of the arcade games, I think, so it's, again, not fun to play on here as much. Where's Waldo stuff? This is just like searching for Waldo. Single Traveler. Again, I don't know how to... yeah, obviously it's still got some new save stuff, in here. I probably trialed it one time.
Welcome back. Ready to go?
Sure. As ready as I'll ever be. Do I gotta go there?
That's true magic.
So you just gotta find Waldo and the list of things, just like the books.
Amazing how they can turn ordinary household rugs into something so clever. Of course, when I was your age, Explorer, I built my own flying machine.
Ready? Search.
So you're gonna search for Waldo. And you have to scroll around. See, you can do this here too. There's a little section that shows you what section of the map you're on in that top corner. Which is very much like the books, you know. But I can choose what to search for. I'm on the last parts probably of this. I doubt I'm gonna find anything right now, but Oh well, there she is.
I
Good.
knew you could do it.
Thank you. There you go. You see how it works. And there's, it's kind of like some moving pictures too, so it's funny. Hey, and there's Waldo. How about that?
Where will I show up next?
I didn't think I'd be able to find them. Not hey, for crying out loud. I never do this good.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Next, we'll be looking for these items.
So now I gotta find a cat. 3 of them. 3 cats on carpets. Oh, see, they kind of give you a hint. It looks like one of them's in this area. They're claiming. A little green carpet with a cat. Boom. There's one. Are they all in this area? What if I switch to this? Oh yeah, it'll show you they're in different areas. They give you some help at least, which is good. So, that's that. That's Where's Waldo. Boop. Yeah, Metal Slug. I mean, just so many simple little games on here. Stuff in the arcade. These are just demos of games. They got a few games in there. Nothing special. I guess I can show. I don't know if these work anymore. There's probably updated versions of them where you just buy the arcade and you get all the games. Again, this was one that I sampled these. I sampled these because they worked. Oh, actually, there's quite a few games that worked on this one.
Spy Hunter.
I can play any of these.
Rampage. Root Beer Tapper.
That's right.
Arch Rivals. Joust.
I complain that there's not a lot, but I had several games on here. And then there's these little freebie games. You can earn tickets to get stuff at the center. Now see, these are ones I haven't purchased in the past.
Total Carnage.
But some good games.
APB. Gauntlet. Gauntlet 2. Wizard of War.
Little games like Pool.
Pool.
Now how does Pool work? Is this just simple? I've been playing some Pool games lately. I forgot that this is on here. It's got to be pretty basic. Oh, you just aim and shoot. Nothing special. Can I turn this? Oh, I can. At least I can turn this to see. Ooh. It's kind of... Okay, just this way, side to side turns it. Up and down, zooms in a little bit. Oh, okay, if I pull back more, it'll go harder. Well, this isn't the worst game of Pool. Pull back further on this. That didn't go as well as I planned. It's fine for what it is. Let's get out of here. Exit, yes. So it's like being in an arcade. They got everything. Pool.
Air hockey.
View more on the web. I doubt that'll even work.
Robo.
They had some pinball machines that you can't play. Gauntlet and Defender.
Robo.
No, just like skee ball. Press start. Did I just get 100 the first time by accident? That's ridiculous. Let's go towards the middle more. I'll get some more points. Let me try. I'll try and finish this so you can see that you get tickets. So, see, you earned tickets. I earned 100 tickets. All right, we get out of here. Exit the game. Yes. And then you can
Redemption Center.
get prizes. I got that many tickets. Let me see what prizes are. I had a lot of tickets there. Well, let's get a stuffed Lizzie. Alright. Back. Back. What is that? That looks like some... Wonder if you can win those eventually. Neon lights. Alright. We're out of here. Where are we off to? Back up top. Now the downside of this is, let's go to Root Beer Tapper. The downside is it plays in a little screen. Even if I have the arcade stick hooked up to it, it still plays on the little screen. This stuff will disappear, but it still is tiny like that. So that was kind of disappointing. Oh, this must be connecting to it still. Like I've got the wrong control set up. Exit yes. It still thinks that the oh, there's my prizes. Oh, I've already bought some of these. See, look at that. A stuffed George. I'm almost up to there. I should play a little more. Game store, jukebox, prize achievements, about. Well, where's my controllers? Oh well. I can't get the controls to work. I can't get them to work right now. I think it's because it's connected and, or looking for that joystick. I think the Namco one only has one game on it, so not much exciting there. Chuck's is like Chip's Challenge, but it was a new version he made for the iPad, the guy that made Chip's Challenge. Way back for, you know, a lot of you probably played it on Windows 3.1 or something. These are a lot of the games for my daughter that she had at the time. She bought a ton of these Toka games. And then we had like just these other ones. Webkins she played online. The Furby that worked with the new Furbies that came out, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. She's got those stored away. They're kind of creepy. We had to turn them off because they just start talking in the middle of the night. I feel like I'm missing something on here. Oh, a lot of old pinball games in here. Pro Pinball is probably one of the best freebies that I got, even though I've already bought it way back in the 90s on the PC. Play as a guest, continue as a guest. Time Shock's the only one, but all these Pro Pinball ones are great to play if you ever get a chance to buy them. On any, these were made to look like real pinball machines and play like real pinball machines, but they're not real pinball machines. A lot of ones that are real pinball machines, I guess, you know, just look great, but and then the ones that are made for computers don't look very realistic. But this one, watch this restart first. Watch a video to start the game. Does this still work? There are no videos available. Please try later. Oh, now it won't even. This won't work anymore. Oh man. Oh, that's not fair. You should let me play though. Oh well. I don't know if this exists anymore. Exit simulation, restart. What happens if I restart? Can I sucker it? I mean, $2.99 is not a horrible price, but more and more stuff just stops working over time. I've got a few pinball games, like from Zen Pinball, the Star Wars one. Pinball Arcade always continues to work. I think everybody's seen Pinball Arcade by now. The good news is I bought, you can't buy Williams games on Pinball Arcade anymore. They've lost the rights, but if you own them already, you get to keep them for now. That's how I feel like it's something that they could just take away. Would you like to suppress this message? Yeah, we'll suppress it for now. What's new? That's fine. Tables of the month, my tables. So these are all the tables I own, which is plenty. I hope this doesn't flag it, this stupid song. The worst thing they did was use this song. So these are the ones I don't own. Here's the ones I own. Let's go to Haunted House just for the fact that it's still October. It always played good on here still too. Even though this is an old system, it looks sharp and it still played perfectly fine. It's on. There we go. I'll unlock the camera so you can see everything a little closer. And right down the middle. But these are all on there, so I've got tons of pinball games to play on here whenever I feel like. And they still look great. Of course, it's easier to hold with my thumbs, but I'm leaving it so you can see it good. Like here's the best of Attack from Mars is great. Elvira ones are great. I wish that one play that. Pinbot's fantastic. They never, or if they did, I think they might have put Jackbot on this, and I never bought it, and then it went away, which stinks because Jackbot is really fun. There's Pinbot, Bride of Pinbot, and Jackbot in the trilogy. So, and I've already got footage of me playing Tiger Woods out there. If anyone wants to see it, just look up Tiger Woods on the channel. Oh, I got Sega games on here too. These used to work also, but I don't know if they work anymore. They're kind of those ones also that, you know, just they just changed them and now they crash because they can't connect to a server or something. Sometimes they work. I don't know what ones work, what don't. Again, that one's just gone black. Oh, I gotta close both of these because they're both technically running, see? Let's try Phantasy Star, see if that one loads. Yeah, it looks like none of them work anymore. I mean, these were working a few years ago on here. Oh, look at that. It just took a minute. Now these also may require watching an ad. I think it was only $1 to buy them, but I've got these on so many different formats. I really didn't need it. I just downloaded these to see what they were like on here. And I know you can still get these somehow. I don't know if they do the freebies with commercials or ads. Update. Yeah, see, it's gonna force me to update, and I can't because that's what they've started doing. They force people to update, and then you can't update, so you can't do it. That's just like, where is it? Oh, my retro gamer thing. That will bug me nonstop about, it's retro gamer magazines. I got, I don't know, it was probably like $30 for the first 100 issues or something like that. Maybe it was more than that because I have a lot more than the first 100 on here. So maybe it was even more. But I can't really do it on here anymore. I've got some that I downloaded and I can still read those, except every like 60 seconds it's asking me to upgrade, so it's virtually useless. I tried to get it where I could do without being connected online. Let me see if it still does that. I'm curious. Because this was really nice. If I just wanted to, before I went to sleep or something, I could just read some magazines. I think I still got the Wi-Fi on right now. Let me turn it off. I'd rather it failed, and then if it fails, I can go to the library. Yep. If it fails, I can go to the library, and I can at least read the ones I have downloaded, which are not a lot of them right now. And then it's going to the storefront, doesn't work anymore, so I can't download anything new. So I just leave these on here, and if I feel like looking through one of the few I've downloaded, because they take up a good bit of space after a while. But they look really great. I mean, It's a little slow loading the more cat fur on me, loading the actual frame. But this is the way to read it page by page, like you're flipping right through it. It can show the full 2 pages if I spin it, but you can't read it as well. So it's better just to. Boy, there's a lot of ads in the beginning of this one. They might have added more ads on the digital stuff, even though I paid for it. Yeah, see, and sometimes it'll freeze up, but then you can scroll through. Here's all the stuff on Pac-Man. There's some Spectrum games, which is interesting because I just showed some of those. Sonic stuff. You know, but it's nice to look through these once in a while. They usually have features on different systems and I mean, there's usually over 100 pages, as you can see. So it's kind of cool. If I go home, can I open up another one? What stinks is you can't download these at all. I just got the EGM stuff there a while ago, and I was able to download all. They haven't uploaded everything for EGM. It was part of the Kickstarter where they're going to put out a book, hopefully early next year now. They've been put off, but until then, you have full access. I don't know if it was a different tier, but I bought a tier that had full access for all the old scans. So I've literally got hundreds of EGMs to look through, and they do let you download them, so I've got those stored, so if they ever go away, I can actually just look at them on my computer. They're in a PDF format. It's really nice. I mean, the quality on this was super sharp. So what they do is they have, I think, 2 pictures in there. They've got a low res while it's loading, and then it just changes to the high res. I don't know why you'd ever want the low res. Oh, and here I didn't really show this, but you can actually zoom right into whatever you want. So if you can't see well, you can zoom into a section. I mean, it's a nice app. I just wish they would have not killed the access for it on here. But, you know, it's still functional for me to use this iPad. I have no reason to buy a new one for what I use it for. Oops, it's loading that a little slow, those graphics. There we go. Sometimes you just got to swipe back and forth. Speaking of being able to keep functionality, SiriusXM still loads on this old system. They've allowed people to still use SiriusXM, which I think is fantastic, because another thing I can do is I can just listen to one of the music stations, like Yacht Rock or something, you know, as I'm going to sleep. So I was really happy that SiriusXM has continued to support this. So again, you know, it's not perfect, but for what I use it for, I'm offline. For what I use it for, considering it's a 12-year-old thing, and honestly, this would still work for so many things. There it goes, it's loading. Let's go to favorites. Honestly, you could do so much still with these, because even my wife has a pretty modern one, and it's sluggish, which is very irritating. You know, when I'm like, geez, that thing's almost as slow as mine. That's 12 years old, and they've kind of just outdated it on purpose, which pisses me off. I hate buying new stuff because they outdate things on purpose, even though they still would work. So, I'm very, very happy with some of these companies that are still doing this and letting you use it. You could hear it played. I'm not going to play much, obviously, because I don't want to get flagged. But that's kind of cool, you know. But that's it. There's a look at my old iPad that I'm still using, still clutching onto, and using it for what it's worth. Like I said, if I'm bored and I'm trying to go to sleep, I might play one of these stupid games that still work. I save these in case my daughter ever wants to look back at them. I mean, she's in college now, so, but you know, sometimes kids get nostalgic, and then if you've gotten rid of things and you're like, yeah, you didn't want that anymore. And then 7 years later, oh, I wanted to check that out again. It's like, okay, I save it just in case. So I've loaded all those on there. I'm sure they still load on the new one because that Toka stuff was really popular for a while. It's like all she wanted was just these games. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Toka stuff. I guess let me load one of these games. There's so many of them. It's just point and click kind of stuff and things happen. I mean, maybe. I got those other stupid games on my channel that do better than any other videos. The ones from the VTech stuff. Maybe I should do some of these and get some views because no one seems to care about regular retro stuff anymore. Hey, hopefully this isn't creepy and weird. What am I doing? Oh, he's scanning for all the troubled spots. Alright, let's check out the bad knee. I got a bad knee. That's what's going on with my knee. I've never played this one, so... Okay, this has mini games in it, too. Alright, time to take a run around the block. I feel better. Alright. That's... Your heart's over here, so... Well, it's kind of center over here. So what's over there? Just a muscle pull? Oh my god! That can happen? Maybe I should play these things. Put my lungs back in place. My stomach. See, that's what I mean. The heart's kind of mostly in the center, really. You're just feeling the pumps on the left side a little more. Alright, what else can go wrong with me? I do have vision trouble now. And I do, you know, my eyes get very dry at night, so I wake up with very, very red eyes, so. Did this thing scan me? The only reason I think it doesn't is because I don't have that much hair anymore. Oh, no. Alright, there's the hammer and the something, and I don't remember. That's the cochlear stuff. I'm no doctor, but I play one on YouTube. At least for today. So that's the Toka stuff. There's like hair cutting, educational stuff. Some actually, you might learn something. Where's the one? Maybe it was a farm one. The Toka, like it's the stables and the farm are fun, you know, and they have hidden characters in them, stuff like that. Maybe I should do a whole series on Toka stuff, not talk. I almost don't want people to know you're doing this. Is this one gonna be sideways? Yeah, this one's sideways. So I do fear though that when this crashes, you know, I won't be able to download all this stuff. So I'm always trying to find a free backup, but it doesn't seem like anyone's ever done it yet. No one's ever done a full free backup option for the Mac. Because I mean, this is maybe 64 gigs, maybe 32. I can't remember. I'd have to go look. But I could totally store that on one chip if it was a full backup, you know, but Apple doesn't want you to do that. They just want to back up all the information and then restore it and then reinstall. Yeah, what am I doing here? I'll have some potato. Did that pour potatoes on that guy's head? What are you doing, kitty? How did... Oh, it's an ATM machine. Sweet. Here you go, cat. Live it up. Let's get the cat. There you go. Have some... No, go right in there. Eat some... He won't go in the thing and eat the chicken. There you go. Eat some chicken. You're a good kitty. Oh, there's even people here. They can go shopping. Oh, where can they go? Right behind the counter. And give us your money, old man. I guess that doesn't work in this. Oh, put the lights out. I'm gonna put his lights out. Oh, there's a wallet right there. They can steal. Take that. Take that, and then Go over here and take all the money. I don't think I'm playing this the right way. Did that kid just eat money? I'd swear that kid just ate money. Why would you eat a dollar bill in a game? What is that teaching kids? Oh my god. Oh, there's a whole nother section? Sheesh, there's a party going on outside too. Pumpkins and stuff. I mean, so just interactive stuff for kids. Pretty cool. What's up, Mr. Sunshine? He didn't like me poking him in the face. Don't poke Sunshine in the face if you know what's good for you. All right, we're out of here. Bye-bye. That's everything. That's everything. On my goofy old iPad. I can still control my robot. Like I said, more kid ones. Yeah, oh, avoid the spikes. That's fun to play once in a while. It's frustrating, but fun. There we go. Stranger Things. I think that's still available and stuff, so anyone can watch. Oh, Lego games. You know what? These look pretty great on here because of the high resolution screen, and they play just fine. And they still play. You know, they're able to support things like that. Lego games still support, and you can't buy the Harry Potter ones anymore because I think the license. Oh, can you? Maybe you can. They re-upped the license on some Lego games. Harry Potter's probably still available because you can still get that on the Wii and the Wii, the Switch and PlayStation, Switch 2 stuff. I'm thinking of all the original ones by Electronic Arts that they didn't update the licensing for. No, I don't want to do that. How do I just play? New game. Give me a new game. Is it loading or not? Can't connect. Do you wish to overwrite any previous? Sure, yes then. Just let me play. Confirm. Let's see if I leave it alone if it'll actually play.
Tasers on full charge.
As you can see, it plays perfectly well.
Sorry, there's no way to get up to the raptor pen until the new generator gets unpacked and built.
I've played through this before, but it's been a long time. Ooh, can he do this stuff on this? How do I switch guys? Doesn't matter. You can see how good this looks, though. Plays perfectly fine. You know, you got to kind of get used to the controls, but if you're just using your thumb, you can move from anywhere. You know, you can point to where you want to go, or you can just steer them left and right in circles. So it works really good. Sorry my arm's coming over the front and side of it, but I'm recording this in the full length mode so you can see it better. All right, well there you go. That's everything. We'll see you next time.